The mission definition upon unit commissioning in February 1966 was, to provide salvage repair, diving and rescue services in rivers and restricted waters and to conduct harbor and river clearance operations in the Western Pacific. Some contended that the intended mission was to provide rapidly deployable diving and salvage teams in direct support of the Vietnam conflict. Whatever the actual intent was, the concept was proven so effective that the command was moved to continuous salvage service at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, near the end of the Vietnam conflict. To provide salvage repair, simply put, the REF loading of practically every conceivable type of sailing craft, sampans, small boats, barges, dredges, riverine man-o-wars, tugs, freighters, ad infinitum, and making temporary repairs to those craft in preparation for transit to a permanent repair facility. They provided diving assistance to ships and shore activities and aided in the rescue and recovery of distressed persons, riverine craft, ships, and aircraft anywhere their talents were needed. This meant operating in muddy jungle rivers infested with repugnant life, in crisp, clear mountain streams, in polluted shipping channels and harbors, in beautiful tropical lagoons and on the high seas. Navigable shipping lanes, rivers, and harbors are of vital importance to military operations, and to the free flow of civilian foodstuffs and commercial goods. HCUL was actively engaged in the clearing of channels, rivers, and harbors in the Asian countries since its commissioning. Salvage teams and salvage craft made regularly scheduled rotational deployments in country. 80% of Western Pacific jobs existed in/near Vietnam. Salvage to the men of HCUL encompassed the entire spectrum of tasks one could squeeze into its meager definition. From Korea to Guam, to Japan, and the Philippines, HCU-1 detachments aided military forces of the United States, South Vietnam, South Korea, Australia, and New Zealand. They covered every corner of Vietnam, from the buzzing harbors of Saigon to the stealthy, steaming rivers of the lower Mekong Delta, from the jagged coastline to the upper highlands near the Cambodian and Laotian borders, from the dangerous DMZ to seafloat in the very southernmost tip of the country. They rescued from the murky waters of the Mekong and its tributaries practically every type of vessel utilized in Vietnam. Salvage also meant the recovery of, the repair of, and/or the demolition of aircraft and bridges, trucks, tanks, and tractors, forklifts and ferry landings, sampans and steamers.